Hello everyone, and today we are gonna be doing another KSP1 video, and as you hear, it's gonna be the first Eeloo mission I've ever done here in KSP1. So this is the first time I've ever done an Eeloo mission in my life, and here in KSP1. So, actually I've done this in one try. Spoiler, well actually until the end. You'll see what happens at the end. That surprised me. But as you hear, now we're adding some RTGs, as Eeloo's far away. The sun's not going to really help us, but because we're so far away from the solar system. So we're just going to add our science experiments because we want to get data from Eeloo, right? Because we want to get as much stuff we can from there. So we're just going to put our big landing legs there. And I'm just going to, leave them there. And then we're going to put our ladder that will extend, and we'll retract those legs to get them ready, and I'll just change the battery count to 2, and we're gonna put some RTGs. Well, I don't put the RTGs until the end, I think. Oh no, I put them here. Okay, so as you here, I'm putting the RTGs, and I'm just gonna move them in so it's harder out of view. So we're just gonna put some thrusters so when we come back to dock, we'll be able to reconnect with our command pod. And because you see here, this is going to be an Apollo style mission, and here for an Eeloo mission, it's most efficient to go with like nuclear stuff. So we're gonna do like nuclear engine this time. So we got our like 8 fuel tanks around this one, and we're gonna use 8 engines for this mission. So I was gonna put a nose cone on the top tips of these, but it just too much hassle to put on, so I just didn't worry about it. So we're just gonna move them up a little bit and to make some space, and then we'll just put one more fuel tank there. So then when we put the nuclear engine, we'll be out. Like, well, no, it's not big enough. We need to put another fuel tank. We need to put enough fuel tanks until like we can see it. So there we go. We'll be able to put that decoupler down there, and then we'll put the fairing now. So let's just close that, like put the struts, because last time in my dredge mission, if you want to see it, the link is in the description, but in my dredge mission, what happened was that I didn't strut up the rocket, so the Kraken kept happening, which was bad. I mean, I didn't want the Kraken happening again because the Kraken was a pain. I mean, it really ruined the mission once I undocked from the landing capsule. But this time I made sure I strutted up the rocket so the Kraken wouldn't come, and I put I'm gonna use the Rhino engine as our second stage to get us to orbit, hopefully. But no, it's not gonna get us fully to orbit because we ran out of fuel apparently. Now we're gonna put our first stage with 8 big massive Kerborn engines. I don't know. So then we're gonna put 2 big, or sorry, well, they're not gonna be big. I decided to go small, or did I put them big? I forgot. Oh, we did put them big. So I'm gonna put the 2 massive SRBs, South and Making History DLC. And because we want as much fuel as we can to get off the pad, and I want to save the nuclear engines for when we get to orbit to get to Eeloo and come back. But as here, we're just stirring up the rocket right now. Then we're gonna just put the launch clamps on and the staging. We need to figure out the staging part, and I think we'll be good to go. So as you hear, my rocket's in the launch pad right now. It's getting ready for flight. We're just gonna increase the throttle, and we'll lift off. And as you see there's our liftoff. Everything's going good there, no explosions. We're going up pretty fast because this is real-time speed, but I'm not going to speed it up because I don't want to take forever. 4 times speed. So there we are, lifting off the pad faster, and we're just going to go up, and then we're going to start turning like right now when we reach like the 1,000-meter mark. So we're starting to turn now, slowly turning and slowly increasing on speed. For me it was slow, but for the video, since I speeded it up, it's gonna go a lot faster than how it actually is going. So right now we're going like 300 meters per second right now, slowly increasing in speed. I mean, even though it has like how many engines? 8 engines. It doesn't go that fast because of the heavy payload with all the nuclear fuel tanks and engines and all this, the payload. And the second stage is basically carrying all the weight. But the 2 SRBs help with that because we need all the help we can get here to get off the pad. I mean, I guess I could do this without the 2 SRBs, but it'd just be very slow, and I wanted this mission to go fast and to save as much fuel as I could. But everything was going good right now. So right now our apoapsis is like 60 kilometers right now, and increasing slowly. So we're gonna just do we passed the 45-degree mark right now, and right now our apoapsis is showing us that we're gonna make it to space. And as you see there, the 2 SRBs have finally ran out of fuel, and we have separated from them. And we're just gonna slowly move to the 90-degree mark to get ready for our orbit burn. Oh, and look at that! That was a big flip there. That was, for when I played it, it was really scary for me. So I was hoping that it wouldn't do the same thing next time. But when we got to space, I did a little time warp, so it slows down. So I kind of cheated there. But hey, it was not. I don't know why it started wiggling, and then all of a sudden it was wiggling. But luckily it ran out of fuel before something big happened. So then we detached it. Now we just deployed the fairing. So there is all the payload, and the second stage will not carry us all the way to orbit, which I was planning on it too, because I told you I didn't want to waste all my I want to save as much nuclear fuel as I can for going to Eeloo and coming back, because I was really tight on fuel here, because I just didn't want to lose all that fuel, because I was just mostly worried about coming back. But I see here we're now slow. I was like, you know what, we're probably gonna run out of fuel anyway, so I just started turning 90-degree mark, and I see here we ran out of fuel. So I detached from it and activated the nuclear stage. And the nuclear stage, yeah, has really bad like thrust to weight ratio, and like how much it propels. So I had to do some time work because I didn't want to wait forever. So, but we only wasted like 200 meters per second of fuel on this 200 meters per second delta V. But I like I said before, I like to save as much fuel as I can, because I don't like wasting it when it's not necessary to. So I was just gonna get ready a little maneuver node, but I didn't need it anyway because I was just gonna do it by myself. But as you see here, we're slowly going up. It took me like a few minutes to slowly get up. So I just skipped to the part where we got our burn ready to go to Eeloo. So this burn's gonna take me 9 minutes and 24 seconds my time. I didn't even have enough video to film it all, so don't expect to see the whole burn. It's good. It just takes so long. And during part of the burn, I sped it up 8.5 times faster. That's pretty fast. So, but really high. And since we're pouring down, if you're really low, you'd probably make it like go through Kerbin's atmosphere. But since Kerbin's atmosphere is thin in the top part, you're probably not gonna burn up. But it probably slows down some of your burn. You'll have to save some. Like you'll probably lose some delta V. But as you see here, we're so high up. Now we're starting to climb up in going up. So our periapsis, we passed it now. So escaping speed is like 3,100 meters per second. That's escaping speed of Kerbin. We need to go like maybe like somewhere like 3,700 meters per second to get to Eeloo, which that's a lot. Like that's very fast. Like once when I was going to Moho, no, I don't know why I said Moho, but when I was going to Moho, when we were done with our burn, I was going like 4,000 meters per second, which is pretty fast. You know, Moho's pretty close. But as you see, I didn't have enough time to show all the burn, so I just skipped ahead to encountering Eeloo. And as you see here, we got our good encounter, and Eeloo's on a big tilt. So so during the time, I had to do a little like inclination change to like get down to Eeloo's orbit, and we got pretty close. But we're also like, we're not on a polar orbit, but like we're close to it, which being an equatorial orbit is easier to get out. Like it's easier to go back to Kerbin with that, like without an equatorial orbit, but that's okay. Well, that's okay. We're so good. But I see here, Eeloo is so small I can't even see, even if we were pointing at it. If I don't know if you can see it, but I could not. My eyes were just not that great, so I couldn't really see it. But when we started getting closer, then I started seeing it. And this circularization burn is gonna take 6 minutes and 24 seconds. And right now, I was just deciding to do some experiments because we're high above Eeloo. Here, I'm wanting to do an action group with the thing so I can do science. Just with the button, which that's really easier. It's an easier way to do it than how it is before. So I was gonna do my action group, and I got all the science that quick, which was that was good because that saved me on some time. And as you see here, we're approaching Eeloo. We're like 4,000 kilometers away from it and getting closer. So I want a nice, good orbit. Like, let's see, what my original plan? I wanted to be like 20,000 meters away from the surface, which was pretty low. But Eeloo does not have any cliffs to worry about, like places like Bop, Gilly. Yeah, so I didn't have to worry about that really. But the burn's gonna take so long to circularize, even though we have 8 nuclear engines. Some other things only have like 4, which takes longer, but 8 nuclear engines still takes forever. And well, I ran off film again, so I decided to just skip ahead to when we're docking. So we're gonna get ready for on dock, and we're gonna switch to our vessel, which we're getting ready to. We're just gonna move away from the command pod, and we're just gonna start burn. And here we have Jebediah and Bill, I'm pretty sure, and I couldn't activate my engine apparently, so I had to activate it with the button, like with doing the activate engine part. I couldn't activate by doing the stage, which was pretty weird. Maybe just a little glitch there, but that's okay. It was easy. So I changed. So now we're going down, and I was wondering where to land. I was thinking, should I land the brown parts, the little kind of canyons? But then I was like, let's just land on the white part. But also in KSP too, the canyons that you have are massive. You should see how they are in different videos. Like, they're really good. Like, they're really big. They're probably bigger than the Dress Canyon. Like, I should do an Eeloo mission where we go to Eeloo Canyon and see how big they are. But I need to also do a Dress Canyon video in KSP1 and KSP2, because there's this thing that I came up with that I have to go to that place first before I can do it in KSP1. Like, I haven't done Eeloo mission yet, so I have to do it here, and then now I can do it in KSP2, which that's what I'm saying, because I want to try exploring it first in KSP1, obviously, instead of doing it in KSP2 first instead of KSP1, because that'd be kind of weird. But as here, we're stepping out, taking our first steps here on Eeloo and jumping. Eeloo's gravity is pretty low, but other places like Minmus have even lower gravities. Then we're gonna name this first Eeloo, like first time Eeloo. And we're just gonna contain a surface sample, and now we're gonna just wait for our transfer window with the spacecraft. But as you see, I just missed it, so I had to do another orbit. It's harder to get to it because of the tilts but that's okay. We're good at doing this stuff. So I just saved the game, because just in case I get crashed, which I hope that doesn't happen. But as you see here, now we just taken off from Eeloo, and we're just gonna point our direction to it, and then we're gonna do some little fixes to get as close as we can, like reporting anti-target and target. I mean, yeah. Like, and I forgot the names of these stuff, but we got a pretty good encounter right away. We only like 1.4 kilometers away, which is pretty good. So we're just gonna slow ourselves down, and we're gonna retract that ladder because we didn't retract it yet. But we're getting close. We're like 1.3 kilometers or closer. But as you see here, we're coming up really close with the target without doing any maneuver nodes, which that's pretty cool, because usually I need to do some maneuver nodes to dark with something. But here, nothing like that was required. So I was just gonna do some retrograde and target, retrograde, target. Just repeat that process basically to get to your get ready to dock. But like once I docked the KSP2 like from Drez, and it was glitchy. Like, I don't know what was wrong, but there was something glitching. Like, I couldn't, like, whenever I turned on my engine, the spacecraft would just move away from me, which that was really weird glitch. You should see the Drez video when it comes out. Well, it's already out actually. But now we're gonna point target, and we're gonna do prograde. Like, we're gonna make sure our prograde line is on the target, and we're gonna dock like that. So see, we docked now, and we're just gonna transfer our crew. We have already done the Eeloo burn. I didn't get any footage of that for some reason, but we're gonna get ready for our inclination change, so we get closer to Kerbin. So we totally passed the maneuver. We were like 1 hour away, T plus 1 hour, which means that we totally passed it. We went too fast, but we're passing the orbit of Eve, which we're closer to the sun than Eve right now. So, and so for some reason, we were going way too fast, so I had to change like the thrust limits, but that didn't work, so I had to just try to do it myself. But as you see here, I got way too close, and then I had to do it like do a radial outburn, and I didn't want, and I had to do it like with only 2 engines, because I couldn't control the thrust of all of them for some reason. And now I went too far, so I have to go radial in, and I'm gonna just shut down all the engines but 2 of them, so just so we could like we can, I'm not sure actually, I forgot. But you see here, now we got pretty good, got pretty close to 3,400. And as here, I'm just doing a burn to see how much a delta V would cost to circularize. And right now it doesn't display my delta V. It somehow, for some reason, it says I have 1,580 delta V, but that's wrong. That's not right. It just keeps staying there. I don't know why. I'm just doing a quick save here, and that quick save was necessary, because as you see what's gonna happen here, that quick save was what I needed. So as here, we're coming up to Kerbin right now. We're gonna get ready to detach from our nuclear stage, that's actually pretty big. I never noticed how big my nuclear stage was, but we're gonna detach now, and we're gonna point retrograde to get ready for the atmospheric entry. And as you see here, we're going 7 kilometers per hour and increasing. And that's insane. I mean, we're gonna enter the atmosphere, and we'll see what happens. We start to burn up right away, which is, I guess that's normal if you're coming in that fast. And the nuclear stage just disappeared. My ablator is running down quickly, which luckily the ablator is strong, but we're only slowed down to like 4,000 meters per second. That was not enough to slow us down enough. I was like, oh no, we're gonna escape. We're never gonna. And as here, I time warped out, and we made it back to space. So that was bad. But so I activated that quick save, and luckily, I did what I did. I think was like, I lowered our periaps a little bit more, and that did the trick. And that was good, because I wanted to take our curb zone. So I only did 1 quick save this entire mission, just 1. I was hoping you just do no, but that's okay. I mean, we did 1. That's impressive. So we're just gonna wait for the sunrise. Look at that galaxy. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, give a like, and bye.